Hi traders, we are currently looking at trading the beginner strategy on the pound US dollar. This is a daily chart we're currently looking at, and you can see the key area of resistance where prices actually rallied and basically traded into. Moving to the 4-hour chart, you can see prices rejected the candles, showing signs of rejection. Over to the 30-minute chart and having a look at the direction, you can see the 30-minute chart is down. And if we move to the 5-minute chart now, you can see where we're currently looking for a trading opportunity. We've had a retracement, you can see the up fractal broken, and we're just looking for a trade if we break this line to the downside. So we go to our pending order, sell stop, we just put a entry 1 pip below the lows, so below that low, so it's 1.55763. Let me just place that. Okay, so we have a live order, you can see that green line. Just drag the chart down. Now take profit is this central pivot, daily central pivot right here. And our stop goes above the fractal tip. Just waiting to see if price will break to the downside. Let's modify this and put a stop loss in place. So if we measure this, we want to put a stop just above that fractal tip, so we want to include the spread into the actual platform. So remember, we've got a variable spread, so we'll use a 3 pip spread here, so it's 1.5599. Modify that. So there's a stop loss, and it look like we're just about to get taken in here. Let's go to our platform or terminal. Trade, and there you can see we've just been taken in on our order with the price breaking lower. You can see we're just sort of -1 pip at the moment. Nice surge lower here. That's our take profit area. So around looking for a move down. Let's just modify this and put a take profit in. If we get a nice surge lower, that'll be good. So 1.5557. So we want to add the spread. So it's 5.3 and just sort of 5.3, 5.4, and add the spread. Rounds it off to 5.7. Nice bearish close. Look at that 5-minute close below an area of support. That's good for the trade. If we move to the 15-minute chart quickly, let's have a look at what price is doing there. You can see a nice bearish looking candle. Just zoom this up. See that bearish engulfing candle? That's good for the trade. See how we've closed below this key base of support here? That's what we want to see, commitment from the sellers. And there you can see our take profit area below. Over to the 30-minute chart, you can see a nice move down. We haven't had a close on the 30-minute chart yet. And just showing you where the market direction will change up. That's just over here. That's the most recent up fractal. See 2 closes to the right hand side is where direction will change up. Back to the 5-minute chart. You can see a nice big surge down. So currently up just about a pip at the moment. You can see the take profit and the stop loss on our chart. Just looking to see if price can move lower here. So currently up at 3, 4, there's 6 pips now. So look at that 30-minute chart again. Still looking for a nice surge lower below that area of support. Over to the 5-minute chart once again, breaking down nicely. This is what we'd like to see. And I'm just going to highlight this take profit here. So that's our daily central pivot. And remember, for a sell, we're going to add the spread. Alright, so you see price is closed. It's now retesting this area as resistance. So this highlighted area right here, we want to see price stay below that level. As long as price actually trades and holds below that level, the trade is got a good chance of working out. So just update you here. You can see a price still holding below that level. That's good for the trade. 15-minute chart, and you can see we've got that nice bearish engulfing candle, price coming back to retest resistance now, and back to the 5 now. So we're looking for another surge lower. Okay, there you can see take profit, haven't moved that either, currently down about a pip. We still haven't had any risk taken out of the trade yet, just waiting to see what happens here. Currently about 4 or 5 pips down on the trade at the moment. Remember, we've got a spread of about 3 pips to cover, so we're really watching to see what happens here. We want price to just stay below. You see how price is holding as a resistance there. I want to see it hold. Okay, so a quick update. Price has, you see, it's closed above, starting to move its way higher. That's not good for the trade. On the 15-minute chart here, you can see we still haven't closed above that key base of support. Okay, so the higher the time frame you move, the more reliable the signal. So we've closed on the 5-minute. You can see direction still down on this 30-minute. We have closed below on the 30-minute, so looking for that level to hold now as resistance. Back to the 5-minute chart. Just watch this closely. You really want to see price trade back below this key area of support. Quick update, and still looking for price now to break lower. Okay, we really need price to trade and hold below this area of support. Showing a little bit of rejection here. Alright, so let's see what this candle brings us. I'd like to see a push lower. Alright, so that's what we're looking for. We now want to see a close. We're coming up about pip and a bit. Take profit area still looking good. Okay, as long as we stay below this base of support or resistance at the moment. Currently 2 pips up. Still looking for a surge lower now. Okay, now we've got a potential fractal forming. Back to the 15-minute chart. Just have a look at this. You can see that rejection candle never closed back above that area of support, so, or resistance now. So trade is still looking good. Waiting for that second candle to close now. Once we get that, we can look at reducing some risk on the trade. So we're now having a run down at the lows here. I'm just going to mark this area. You see this area of support? This level right here, we need price to actually move and close below that level if you want to have a go at the target. Okay, and you see this base right in here. If we can get a close below this level, that'll be good for the trade. Still waiting for this close now. See that fractal? We need those 2 candles to close. So we're going to take the spread into account here. If we get this closed now, we'll look at reducing some risk. Currently 6 pips, 5 pips up at the moment. Alright, so there's the close that we're looking at. I'm just going to mark where that fractal tip is. So I want to now add the spread on top of that. Okay, so if we go into our platform, modify, and we just add in bring it down slightly, 15588. Okay, remember the spread is about 3 pips on this, so just modify that. Alright, so there you can see the reduced risk. I'll just remove that line. So we've still got a bit of risk in the trade, still looking at breaking and holding below that area of support. Price is still heading south. So have a look at that 15-minute chart. Okay, it's just nice to flip through the different time frames. We're holding below that resistance area, and we're slowly grinding towards our take profit. Here's the 30-minute chart. Nice commitment. You see how we close, come back and retest that area of resistance. Now we want to see a run below those lows, and just show you the hourly chart here again. Trading a range. We haven't closed below the range. You see that sort of bearish looking candle? Not closed yet. The 5-minute chart, you can see that level is holding as support, that lower line right there. See how we're bouncing off support, moving back into this area of resistance. So really want to see price stay below this area of resistance. Okay, it's all about the closes. What's your closes on your candles? Price is looking a little bullish now. Let's see if we can hopefully see some sellers come in and push price lower. Looks like we may get stopped out here, but I'll stop. Remember, we want to always add the spread for the sell. Okay, just above that fractal tip. If we didn't add the spread, you would have been taken out by now. So price is moving lower. We want to see a close. It's all about the closes. If we can close back below this resistance area, that's going to be very good for the trade. Currently down about 4 pips at the moment. So sort of almost break even if you count the spread. Alright, so there's your close. That's what I'm looking for. Nice bearish looking candle here. Moving right back below that key base of support. That's good for the trade. Here's a 15-minute chart. You see the 2 rejection candles showing like a tweezer top. And the 30-minute chart, just have a look at that area holding as resistance. So this fractal tip is not formed just yet. We need 2 closes. And then here's the hourly chart. Have a look at that bearish engulfing candle. Okay, nice push lower, and it's closed below support. So we've got a very good chance of it moving down. And then on the 4-hour chart, same situation. Nice bearish push. You see that bearish sort of engulfing, not quite an engulfing candle, but nevertheless, nice commitment. Over to the 5-minute chart again. Just compress this chart. So nice rejection. Now we want to see a run down at these lows. Okay. So you see we're pressuring these lows here. We want to see a close now below this area in order for price to run down towards our central pivot or our target. Currently up about 5 pips. Okay, still holding but pressuring the level. We want to see a break and hold below the level now. Okay, we've got a potential fractal forming. If we get that second candle to close, which we now have, we can reduce the risk. So I'm going to modify this quickly. You can see 74, so I'm going to add the spread. So we're close to getting the break even here. Not quite. I'm going to add, just keep that spread in place. So 7 pips up at the moment. 8 pips. We've surged as low as about 9 pips, I think. So if we can get a nice push, you can see that area holding as resistance, that level we spoke about. See this area right here? We've broken supports and are testing resistance. Tiny little bit of risk in there, about a pip at the moment. We want to see price move back and hold below this area of support. See how it holds the support and then back to resistance. Nice bearish close. It's good for the trade now. Alright, so there's the close we're looking for. Now if we can get a surge lower into our take profit, currently up 8 pips. Moving lower nicely, 10 pips up, still fighting down. Come on, let's get going, yeah. There's a 15-minute chart, just have a look to see what's going on there. Price is still grinding lower. There's no heavy selling pressure yet, okay? Remember, just want to pay close attention to those candles, and there's really no sign of heavy selling yet. There we've had 2 candles close on the right hand side, so that's where the direction will actually change. Let's just mark this off quickly. That's where the market direction will change back up, right there. Okay, but we will actually be taken out or be stopped out if the trade retraces on us, so it doesn't really make any difference. Back to the 5-minute chart, breaking down nicely here. Currently up 11-12 pips. Looking for that surge lower, 14 pips. Alright, now we've had a close. If we get another candle close, you can see we've had a fractal, potential fractal up here. If we get 2 candles closed on the right hand side, I'll get my stop down, and that will probably put us at break even on the trade. So you see that area we've got support. I'd like to see if it does pop to hold as resistance. Not just measuring the distance to go. It's really not much to go now, but we need to clear that spread. So nice surge lower, and then we can get some risk out on that trade. Alright, so there's the fractal there that I'm eyeing out, and look at modifying this now. So I get the stop to break even, 55763. Okay, so now we'll get that to break even, and you can see how we have a free look at this trade. So worst case is we stop the break even, best case is we hit a take profit. Okay, so 15 pips up at the moment, price is still moving lower. We're going to see a surge into that profit area. Just really need to cover the spread in a pip. You can see take profit 57, we bid at 59. Come on, a couple more pips. Just looking for that surge lower now. Only 16 pips. There's a close. Alright, so I'm just going to adjust this area down here. So I need to see this level. You see this little area of support? I want to see that area. It's now closed below, so that resistance area. See, support breaks. Looking for it to hold this resistance now. Currently 16 pips up. Come on, we just need another couple pips. 16. Now, if I get signs of any bullish candle action here, or weakness in terms of the sellers, I'm going to take my profits. Okay, we're currently 17 pips up. There's no point giving back all the profits if price is starting to look weak. Okay, I'm expecting buyers and people to take profits at this area. I'm just watching price action. If we don't get a surge, come on now, 18 pips. If we don't get that surge now, then I'm going to look at probably bailing on this trade and take the profits. Come on, one more pip to go. One more pip. Watching this close now, okay? Let's see what this 5-minute candle does. Still holding as resistance, 18 pips up. Okay, you see that close there? What I'm going to do is I'm going to close this trade out here. We're currently 16 pips since some change up. Right, so I've taken profits now. You can see price is actually bouncing off that level. We made 1640 pounds on that trade, and then I've just dragged the trade onto the chart. So this is a recap. Market direction was down, broke to the downside there, and there's the daily chart. That was the resistance that we traded off. So that was the beginner strategy on the pound US dollar for the 7th of June. And that was just a run over. Okay, broke the lows and away went. And just took profits. We bounced literally a pip below or above the area of support. So I've taken profits on that. I'm not willing to give them the profits back on there.